You bitches. Hold on. So we're finna get into this. Um, honestly, trying to make myself not buy no alcohol, okay? Because I was going to buy a heated blanket with all my donations, but I want to say the donations got fucked up and they sent the shit too far apart, but the first donation didn't even come through at all. Not yet. It's pending, and a lady ended up sending 30. Then the other lady I just got some from this morning, she sent 15. And my brother gave me 40. So it's like, my brother just don't gave it to me because I asked him to hold something, though. So, you know, it's like, on another lighter note, I got some of the best smelling weed I done had in a very long time. So we gonna calm down and we gonna get into this tea because I have tried to search this shit. I have not been able to find it. Not like I went crazy on the searches. I probably searched like 1 or 2 times. 1 or 2 different times I did the research to find it and I couldn't find it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we finna get into it, gang. Y'all pray for me. Pray for me. Not pray for me. I ain't said that shit in so long, bro. Look, fuck it. Pray for me and I don't get sick. Pray for me. We're gonna say predator for me. That I don't get sick. Cause my mind is messing up. You know what? Don't worry. Y'all get it. Cause I just took a shower and I've been in a hot ass house, kind of moist and sweaty a little bit because I'm warm natured. And I was coming down off of them bitch ass drinks. So yeah. We finna get into this Rashad Jamal shit, and I gotta stop acting like I really gotta stop acting like I'm scared to go to Giselle, cause that shit gonna manifest. And I had to say it here first, cause I'm way more powerful than motherfuckers would expect. But alright, I'm trying to bundle up too, yeah.
Push the content like around last year. I found bro like 2021. So when he be like, "Oh, I started this, I helped y'all, this, and that," nigga, I didn't even know you existed until 2021.
Thank you.
Most of people didn't know. People were already on their journey when they seen your
Man,
content.
niggas done went
some
through.
people gravitated to your content at that time. You became their main person. Like their main person. Who cares, bro?
You know how many people was listening to Nature Boy, nigga?
If the government set you up, they would have slapped you on the wrist.
Sabi and
fried you and baked you and cooked you for 100 years.
Sabi and Baba Dick Gregory was my teachers, my master teachers in a sense. You feel me? It wasn't shit I could learn from Rashad Jamal. Only thing he talked about that I didn't know about it. Hold up. The only things he talked about that I didn't know about was the Anunnaki and shit. But you know, my favorite rapper talked about that shit. That's who really got me into this shit. You know, that's who helped open my pineal gland and taught me about everything. You feel me? Yeah, it was Al Soul, not no goddamn Rashad. Nigga, I was a teenager when I woke up, nigga. Fuck, I ain't know nothing about no Rashad Jamal. And not to mention Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh was big as hell when they came to the conscious community. So, most people that I know that fuck with Rashad Jamal, they start fucking with him because he was just a wave at the time. Not that we needed him. And I mean everybody that I know that even know Rashad Jamal will tell you they was already on the right path. He was just somebody to watch.
Poked his mom with a sword.
And that's no disrespect.
But when you really watch the whole timeline of Rashad Jamal, I think they chose my family. Your whole family. If you gotta cut them off, if you gotta do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. That ain't your family. You think that ain't gonna take somebody that's already a schizo or underdeveloped brain? They gonna, you know what? That's not my grandma. That's not my mom.
That's not my family.
I'm slicing fruit ninja. In nature, I'm grounding. Mind you, I just came out of nature. You feel me? But like, it done got way too extreme. Y'all ain't ready to die. No, we're
Yeah,
not. We
right.
want to live and
That's why I
experience
stopped
life.
watching
We
him.
don't want to die.
Cause I was
Mr.
like,
Rashad Jamal,
man, this nigga
and you
gonna
were
die by
promoting
himself.
everybody to be ready to die. That's what your energy was. Let's get into it though. This was a live though that capped it off.
I'm glad, bro.
Got my heart.
Let
I'm
me show
done.
y'all.
That's
I'm glad,
exactly
bro,
how my
brought it
kids
up.
was sounding too. They was intimidated too. Let's go and back a little bit. And it took a lot of
Thank you.
being aggressive, nasty. I'm not gonna watch this whole live because I watched it a year ago. You feel me? You can look at my comment.
Alright, bro. You just pissed me off, low
I
key.
ain't gonna lie, they did everything in their power not to. What they say, the higher ups did everything in their power not to start to make this live happen. Look,
Darshell
this is a
speaks
year ago.
Faise One
You know what
IG
I'm saying?
Live. Let me
33K.
see
I
what this
seen
nigga
this live and
talking
I'm like,
about.
whoa. But
Cause that's why it be hard to like really watch conscious people anymore because they get a breakdowns and it's like, nigga, you just yapping. Cause I'm not the type person that need it. You know what I'm saying? I like watching people like 607 That's the type of nigga I like watching. He go in the trenches and argue his points. You feel me? Like that's more entertaining than a motherfucker, nature boy ass nigga. You feel me? Like we don't nobody trust that shit no more. We done seen every spiritual leader get cocky out their body and just be on some other shit. Let me see, Rashad speaks Faise One IG Live. Y'all know I've been on some other type of energy today. I ain't even laying down. I kind of like the energy of fed up. I'm sick of being here. There ain't shit I can do about it right now, so just keep getting higher and higher. That's all I can just keep doing. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Here we go. 1 hour and 42 minutes. Shit, we finna sit through this shit.
it's been alright.
The dude I was watching, he talking about he ain't gonna watch the whole live. So I stopped watching that nigga. We finna watch the actual live. And I just wanna react to it. I'm finna roll up. Peak blunt.
I've never heard your name, right, to this day. Until literally today. I didn't even know who you were. In the story that was being painted, you were the bitter baby mama who's trying to take somebody down, who's a black leader, and all of this other stuff, right? And I think that that's the same thing for most people, even some of the people who are following them. I think most people don't know to put a face to who they've been bashing and who they've been tearing down. So,
That's crazy.
would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us who you are. What comes to mind when you have to answer that question of who you are and what is your story? Well, I mean, that's crazy. This is the first time you've heard of me today. And I guess you hearing that I'm a bitter baby mom, I can expect that coming from him. You gotta have some type of story to try to cover up what you have really, truly done. But I am Darshell. They call me Shells. What is it, y'all? I do have a child by Rashad. I'm thankful for my son. And also I have a child that Rashad, Jamal, um, I want to say SA on live. And
Hold up, bitch. Hold up. When she say SA, okay, all right. It came to me. I ain't even have to ask, cause I know I can get banned from saying some shit that she bleeped out, obviously. But I just had to say it. I just had to make sure. I I thought that he was being abusive. Yeah, they always get these niggas with the pedophile shit, bro. Like, why don't you take your pedophile ass to another community? I don't get it. I ain't gonna react. I'm gonna try not to react, bro.
I am a single mother of 5. I'm a singer, songwriter. I've been singing since I was like 4 or 5 years old. I am a medical student now, or medical assistant. I literally just finished school. I went to school for 13 months, and I've been just
Turn up, girl.
trying to get past what has happened. So, who am I? I'm a mom first and foremost, and a mother who will fight for her kids no matter what. I don't care who it is, what platform they're in, what level they feel like they on.
They're my kids' tablet. I'm sorry, y'all.
So that's who I am. Okay, and before we get started, I want to make sure I have your cash app in to show support to. I know it's a lot going on. I want to make sure I have the right cash app. It's EARSHELL9. 3. 3. Okay.
Fuck, I gotta find my lighter.
All right. So, first thing I heard from you was sitting in the car. This was today. Talking. You were, I don't know how long ago it was, but again, it's the first time I heard. Saw you. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Your ass breaking up.
I glasses on because I can't see you. I'm looking at some of the comments, you know. Is my sound still clear? I had to plug up my mic real quick. I can hear you. Yeah, it's clear? Yes. Okay. So you were explaining something about people sending death threats and things like that when all this went down. Can you tell me a little more about that? Yeah. I mean, people were just reaching out to harass me, call me out my name. It was like a flood of them, mostly black men. I have, you know, a lot of women, black women that reached out too, you know, to do the same thing. Right. But it didn't matter. It didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that they brainwashed you. I understand that when somebody likes someone,
yeah,
they're going to be on their side.
It don't matter.
I don't care.
Girl, wake that shit up.
You know what I'm saying? So, to answer your question, yes, when it first happened, they all flooded my life. I think you can go to YouTube. They sent me. He sent them to me. He told me.
Hold up, I gotta share this shit to Facebook, bro. Alright, I take this shit motherfucking serious now. Let's go.
To my page, and they started harassing me. To my page, and they started harassing me immediately. So I went live, and a lot of them, you know, they screen recorded the live. And you can see on the live, if you go on YouTube, you can see on the live some of the stuff that they were saying. But yeah, they had started harassing, and this been going on for like 3 years. Constantly.
Damn.
Like, you got ignorant people right now on here. That's how I know. Even he's probably on here. You know what I'm saying? He got fake pages too. Yeah. To try to harass me as well. Right. So you're dealing with people who there's no way they could know.
Praise God for a support system.
They weren't even there. Right. These people who are saying that you're lying, your knowledge, they haven't spoken to your daughter, have they? No. So they haven't heard from the actual daughter. They haven't heard from the actual person who said that these things happen. That's true. I'm the face for my child. I'm the face for my child. She shouldn't. When she came to me, it was for me to take over. It was for me to be the one to speak for her, because she did what she needed to do. She got enough nerve.
Right.
She got enough of courage inside of her to come to me and tell me what was wrong, and I did what I needed to do for her. Right. What was it that, if you are able to speak on it, if you remember the day, Can you tell me about what was it that was being expressed to you? And again, if it's not uh, comfortable as far as details, and that's fine with me. But what was it? What was it that was being expressed? What did the young lady say? What did your daughter say occurred? And can you take us back to that day to explain how it was that she came to you and what it was that she was saying to you that let you know something was going on?
My daughter she basically let me know that he made her do things to him. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. And it is hard. It is hard to go back and relive that, because as a mom, a real mom, you know what I'm saying, as a real woman, mm-hmm. you're gonna feel like the biggest idiot on the planet. You're gonna feel so many different emotions as a mother. You know what I'm saying? When your child comes to you and tell you that, and I actually was on the phone with his sister when she came to me and told me that. And God in heaven, or wherever y'all want to put God at, but the God I know knows the truth when she came and told me that. So do I want to go in depth with it online? No, I don't. I don't, because it's very emotional. It's very emotional. But just know he made her do things to him. Regardless if whoever's on here, who's ever on here, somebody said you coach those children to no end. I don't know.
I don't read the comments.
Okay, so here's what you have to understand. And that's for everybody
Just
watching.
have a one-on-one conversation.
Y'all were not there.
Right.
So
Your opinion don't matter.
I thought that at any rate, a lot of what you so-called conscious community people preach is that the black woman is God. The black woman is to be respected, uplifted, encouraged.
Thank you.
Stand on truth. Don't go based off of beliefs. But based off of what I've seen and what I was able to see with my own eyes, as far as the death threats that y'all have been sending this sister,
about somebody touching her daughter.
Experience from when y'all
That
just
shit
come onto the lives and just
crazy.
gang up on people and you have no information and you're able to see everything that you thought was true be torn apart piece by piece. You don't understand that each and every one of you who are telling her things like she coached her children or she's lying and this, that, and the third, you've been groomed to be abusers.
With y'all stupid ass.
To be abusers, you've been groomed
to accept it. Yeah.
A new avenue for monsters to be bred, because it makes it say that in order for someone to say something happened to them, it has to be the government saying it. But I can promise you, there are a lot of people who are saying these things that no homeboys are theirs, friends are theirs, brothers are theirs, who touched children, who were caught in the act, who did some abusive stuff to their girlfriend or to their wife, who harmed women and children.
Yes.
And they allowed it. They didn't get on their head. They kept quiet about it. You understand? Here's the interesting part. The fact that if you don't know, you cannot say for sure whether or not she's telling the truth or lying, but you're jumping on the fact that she's lying. You've been bred. You've been groomed.
They brainwashed. That's brainwashed. That's the reason why they're saying a cult leader. That's the reason why that's happening.
Yeah, and I get why it's happening, because it appears that. So let's look at what we have, right? Again, I wasn't there. I don't know any of these things. It may not seem appropriate for some people. I'm very interested in what it was that the young lady expressed to you. Because I'm not saying for you to say it, I'm telling you what is going through my mind. Where if nobody has heard this, except you and whoever else would have been around to hear you express these things,
Yes.
have nothing to go on as far as the things that they are saying. Even if they want to say they're referring to the transcripts of
I
things that
think
happened
I
in
do.
court,
I have to look
these are
for it,
things that were
okay?
recorded. When you're saying transcripts, for those who don't know, you're literally
I
basically
just said
saying
I have to look for it, baby.
recordings of court proceedings.
I
That's
gave
what
you
you're
half
saying.
for Kashi's.
You're
It's on
not
the
saying
table.
what took place in
Okay.
whichever day and time. When people ask things like, where's the physical evidence? What do you mean, where is the physical evidence of something that would have happened whenever it took place, and somebody coming forth and saying something about it? Again, this happens all of the time. Where children come forth, sometimes adults, because it happened when they were children, and they come forth to explain, this happened when I was a child. And people just sweep it under the rug. It's not always some leader. It's not always somebody who got a big position. Sometimes it's just the man down the street. Sometimes it's the man that you just trusted around your children. Sometimes, and it's not even your fault. I don't want to say it that way when people say, like, oh, you trusted around.
Sometimes your
People
brother or
trust
your
certain people around their
cousin down here in
children
the south.
day in and day out, and they do these things. So what they're using is there's this new avenue, and this new avenue is to say that when somebody is a leader, this is what you could blame the government for, because that's why they like to blow it up how they blow it up. When somebody is a leader that's claiming to be conscious and speaking certain rhetoric, they can always say, see, they're all crazy, they can push that, but it's an excuse for people to not look into what it is that they actually talking about. If they're saying that she's lying, where is your evidence, your actual evidence that not she's lying, the child that was speaking it lied? Right. And because there is no way for you to access any of that. You have not spoken to the child, and even if you did, you were not there in that occurrence where the child came.
I'm gonna believe my child over
For you to
anybody.
step forth and say she's lying, for y'all to harass her for as long as y'all been harassing her, you're only proving that Rashad Jamal's lack of composure has influenced you. His lack of composure, screaming in the stores, calling women bitches, has influenced abusive ass men. Him saying that if a woman don't want to share, if the woman doesn't want to share her man, that means she's a bitch and she just dropped down in frequency. Has bred you, groomed you men to be abusers to women, meaning they don't have no brain of their own. They don't have no mind of their own. Preference doesn't matter when it comes to them. You sound like the same people that you're calling the oppressors who took over the ancestors that y'all claim to be in tune with.
See, he went in for her
about you today. And one thing I can tell you, from as long as I ain't been too long, 26 years old, I watched you. I paid attention. I was watching eye movements and everything. I'm like, she's not wavering. She's just having to deal with so many different people coming at her at once.
And emotions.
Pick a point you want her to attack. Pick a question that you want her to answer. Let me tell you, this is how I really feel towards them. Y'all want the person that they screen recorded in the very beginning? This is how I really feel towards y'all. Fuck y'all. Straight up. I did what I was supposed to do for my child when she came to me, like any other mother should have. And if she don't do that, she's a horrible ass mother. I will never go to hell for being a badass mother. I will go to heaven. I will be at peace knowing I did what I needed to do for my child.
Right.
That's how
and let go of that weak ass
I
nigga.
don't care about what none of them think. Y'all all scared. Y'all all lame. Anybody that don't believe a child, something is wrong with you. And then I pray that it don't happen to your child. And then later on in life, you like, dang, this happened to my kid. Oh, I can't believe it. But remember me. Remember you attacked me. Remember how you came to me as if I'm just lying on this man and what he did and how he came into my household and how
you could tell it's her thing messing up, y'all, because
prisoners in our own home.
the comments still
Anybody
going
that
up.
know Jenna, y'all don't even know him. How do you motherfuckers don't know him? But anybody that do really genuinely know him, know how he moves and what he is capable of damn doing. I have his friends, homegirls, people have reached out to me and said, hey, we know. I don't even need that. Because when my baby came to me and she let me know what happened, I was on my job as a parent. And I'm going to stay real and I'm going to stay solid. And I don't care if somebody is saying, oh,
Play
she
the
won this
victim.
clout. I want nothing from y'all. I did what I needed to do
for my baby, so it be mad, you're mad. It has nothing to do with me.
I've been trying to even not
Period.
say read the
So that's
comments.
your own personal. That's your own personal. That's your own personal issues that you gotta deal with.
So watch this. Another thing that we having to deal with is this is what helps, right? It helps to put a face to the person that we talk about. So you're no longer this government plant. Because I just found out I was a government plant today. I don't. Whenever you found out, it probably would have shocked you too. Because it shocked me. I didn't know I was working for the government. I didn't know that the government has people working for them that they don't support. You don't have the resources. You still have to figure out life. I thought that the government, when you work for them, they make sure you straight. I didn't even know I was an industry plant. I learned that from somebody who's supposed to be working for the same community I'm from. I didn't know that if you're an industry plant, that the industry doesn't support you. That they don't want you nowhere near their blogs. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to know because you're standing up against them. So here's what I'm explaining to you. We're putting a face to it when we're being told that the government took Rashad Jamal down. And now that we're putting a face to it, I can ask you, have you ever been approached by the agencies? Have you ever been approached by the FBI, CIA?
Hell no, Rashad Jamal wasn't even that big. They just want to believe he was that big.
Talk to you about Rashad Jamal.
No.
Man, let me tell y'all some shit, gang. Nature Boy is the biggest cult leader we done ever seen, probably will ever see. He's the only one that was able to do that shit in real time, real form. Rashad Jamal is not that big, gang. Man, Nature Boy, they had did a documentary on, I think, the History Channel about this man. Like, stop, bro, stop playing. It was either CNN.
If they bringing money, because everybody's saying I'm paid by the government, bring me some money. Because I'm sure I need some new furniture. I need child support for my son. This person has a mental issue. And it's so crazy because it's trickled. And when they say spirits transfer, it's transferred onto a lot of motherfuckers. And I get angry and I get upset. But at the same time, I'm trying to keep my cool because at the end of the day, I'm not here for that.
Yeah. And you could tell.
Be real about what happened.
And you could tell she's in tune as well. Like, y'all gotta know these people, like, it's like, basically, it's like being in tune with a spiritual woman, but expecting for your bullshit not to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you be with a spiritual person, but don't think spirit gonna tell them your truth. You know what I'm saying? And protect you and your kids.
You know what I'm saying? So, no.
I hear you.
I work hard every day. Take care of my babies. Period. I do it on my own. You know what I'm saying?
So here's what from what you're telling me, this is the situation. Your child came and told you something. You stood up and you believed your child. And you're being attacked.
Yes.
Okay.
You're supposed to believe your child.
Exactly. Well, I don't have children though. You have to remember. I don't know any of that. It just makes sense.
You know what's crazy? That is a crazy psychological thing. Like what if this man was really like a leader, bro? A certain type of leader, bro. Y'all gotta think about how these death threats can even happen. I've been really emotional today, so if I cry, just don't pay it no mind. But like, and his following was as big as Nature Boy, or was as big as Brother Polite, or whoever the fuck. Shit, even Young Pharaoh was bigger than Rashad Jamal. So, like, say he was that big and all his followers was brainwashed and they did something to this lady for protecting her daughter. So the daughter had to get sexually assaulted. Damn, you can't say that. S.A. and gotta live with a unalived mother. I think you could say deceased, but I don't know.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's crazy,
if anything, you investigate it, you take it all the way. You understand?
That's
but
crazy,
even still, I don't know. I will never know what it means until I have a child, to even have a child. And even with that, I'm not a mother because I'm not a woman. I could never know what that means or what it means to be young and what it means to be pressed or met with that type of challenge. You understand? Where you have to deal with all of these other mental gymnastics of what else could have been going on and how could you have missed it and all this stuff. I'll never know what that is.
Man, that shit could have made that lady mentally crazy. Do y'all not understand that? Like, always being paranoid about your kid, it could have got y'all don't. A lot of people don't even know how mental illness works, so I would have to break that down. But just know it could have got real bad. This situation could have got real bad. Just because y'all hear about this shit all the time. People getting harassed online and they end up unaliving themselves. Like, yeah, this shit is real life. And then she had to deal with her kid. All the emotions her kid going through, probably paying for therapy, different shit. Like, yeah, man. Like, that shit crazy. Even like, that shit crazy, bro. Even like the people probably looking at her.
So I'm just saying,
what was
for
you
people to
doing when
realize
this
what
nigga
this
was doing
is,
this? You feel me?
the child came to
That's
her,
crazy,
according
bro.
to what she's
That shit
saying.
is heartbreaking.
She believed the child and moved forward. We're supposed to protect children. We're supposed to listen to what the children are saying. And y'all are telling her she's lying. Y'all are attacking her. You're also trying to do something called circumstantial evidence, right? Y'all are trying to pull circumstantial evidence, claiming that
It's something else that they're doing. It's something else that they're doing. It might come to me. I hope it do. But
she did this and did that, or something about a gun with a PO and all this other stuff. That has nothing to do with the child and what the child brought to her. It don't matter if her and Rashad Jamal fought physically every day. It don't matter if she burned his clothes outside in the yard. It don't matter if she bleached his shoes. That has nothing to do with the child. And if the child came to her to say these things happened to her, and how old was the child when they came to
any
you?
mother.
She was 11 when she came to me.
Okay, the child comes at 11 years old and said these.
And that could have changed any mother and made them straighten up. You feel me? Y'all just heard her say she got her certificate. She said she did like 13 months to be something. You know what I'm saying? In college, basically. Like, I don't know if it's a certification or a degree, but yeah, bro. Like, that shit crazy, man. But I was just thinking what they were saying. I'm like, dang, that'd make a mother like straighten up. Cause even if y'all was on some, you know, certain things will make a person be like, you know what, I gotta change, bro. I'm already a good mom, but I gotta be on point. You feel me?
Things happened to me. What does that have to do with her misplacing a gun? This just shows y'all not only how ignorant people can be. It also shows you people don't get into things to find the truth. They get into things to put themselves in position above people. Rashad Jamal, you wouldn't really have as many followers as you did if you weren't a racist. If you weren't an extremist who appealed to people's oppression and victim mentality, and they wanted to feel superior because they had been made to feel inferior for so long. So you remixed the black man is God. You remixed that. You added in the Latino. You sprinkled in some Hebrew Israelite fabrication, which means you just took two of the tribes out of the lineup and you applied it to the people that are over here in the Western Hemisphere. And then they believed in you because you gave them hope. You gave them hope. But they may not understand that the hope that you gave them was a weapon of prejudice, a weapon of abuse, a weapon against themselves where they can look at science right in front of them. They can literally look at science in front of them of the things that you're talking about and using the terminology of, see it right in real time and say, the scientists who gave you the words you're using don't know what they're talking about, but you're using their words. They can look at the sister's situation and say, I wasn't there. There's no way I wasn't around the child. There's no way I can know whether or not this person is capable of doing this thing. I wasn't there. But you decide to say, not only is she lying, but I saw comments that she sent me in real time where people were saying things like that's going to be your death sentence? Is this true? What were some of the things people were saying to you?
Oh man, I can't. I got so much said to me. It was great. That's why I sent you the messages. I can't relay everything that they said to me, but everything that they said was just hate. Yeah. It was just hate. But I understand where it came from, because we wrestled not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. So I understand that it came from kindred spirits of him. You know what I'm saying? I'm a different breed. I'm not that mother that's gonna let somebody do anything they want to do to a kid and then sweep it under the rug, and then guess what? They move on to the next family and do the same thing to the other children, because he's a homosexual. He only seek out women.
Why do you say that? Why do you say he's a homosexual?
Homosexual. He's a homosexual too, but we not gonna go there.
You know what I'm saying? Why do you say that? Oh, you say he's a homosexual.
Homosexual? Homosexual?
Yeah.
Okay, so why would you say homosexual?
Oh, because I seen his phone. I seen his phone. Oh, I got pictures. See, because y'all don't want to play with me like that. But see, my whole thing is about somebody's sexuality. That has nothing to do with what this person has done. You got men that's constantly seeking different wives. You can't be pleased because you have tampered into so many different things. You need pleasure from this, that, children, this, that. Let's. I'm not gonna play with these people.
Damn, that's deep.
You know what I'm saying? He's a homosexual because he only seek out, women with children for places to stay. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I met him. I was doing music when I met him. You know what I'm saying? And he probably figured like, oh, she's vulnerable, because she's a single parent and all of these things. I don't really know what was going through his mind, but I know the stories that were told as well. You know what I'm saying? And that I've heard straight out his mouth. He had he had a strangulation charge that I didn't even know about. His family knew. They knew this man was crazy. Was that
public record?
It is. Okay. Everybody can look that up. I'm not lying.
Got you.
Look it up. Look it up. But I say that's the reason why I say that, because he was seeking out certain things. He was broke. Y'all think he just had money? No. Oh, believe me, I got bank statements around that time. Checks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
When
y'all gotta understand, I have a child by this person.
We here to talk about him. The fuck? They talking about what about you in the comments. They so stupid.
One thing I can say
is
she has a lot of receipts. So I wouldn't even challenge. I wouldn't even suggest y'all provoke her.
Yeah, right.
Because I've seen some of the receipts.
Shut the fuck up. For he really get exposed out here.
You can't think I ain't speak to her before we came on here. I wouldn't even suggest y'all provoke her.
Hell no. Not too much, yeah. Now we need to see him too. Show it.
Yeah, we right here waiting on you.
I'm sorry about that.
It's all good. Yeah, I was explaining to them that they were saying you didn't have no receipts. I seen the receipts. I was telling them I don't suggest them provoke you to put out no receipts.
I have nothing. This is what I'm saying, and this is what I was trying to tell you. What do I have to prove to them?
Exactly.
Because guess what? I proved to my daughter. I did what I needed to do for her. That's what makes my soul happy. But for grown ass people who are manipulated, hey, that's your battle. I don't gotta fight that. I don't have to clarify anything to them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come from them at all. But my baby, right now, I'm helping her heal. she's been having suicidal thoughts. She's come to me, and she brought up stuff from the past of him trying to watch her while she was no clothes and stuff. You know, she brought these things to me. I don't care about what these people think. I don't. You know what I'm saying? All I care about is what else can I do to make her heal? What else can I do?
Look. Do you see the demons?
You know what? Let me tell you
I'm explaining it to the people because
my screen is froze over here. Their messages are no longer coming through.
That's good. That's good.
That's how good God is, because I can't see none of that. I can't see none of the hate. I can't. Y'all not even facing me. Y'all gotta understand that when you put on the whole armor of God, you put on the whole armor of God. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand an evil day, having done all to stand. Stand up for having girded your loins about with the truth. Having put on a breastplate of righteousness. Having shod your feet with the preparation in the gospel of peace. Above all, taking a shield of faith, wherewith ye may be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked one, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying always with all prayers and supplications in the Spirit, being watchful to this end. Man, don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Yeah, y'all liking her now.
Because the sword of the Spirit is the word of God.
Hey.
He paused that a long time ago. I haven't
ever
seen
since
nothing that
then.
he said. You understand?
Ever
Because
since
I'm
she started
girded. My
going
loins
in.
are girded with
Like,
truth.
right, she just gave me chill too.
My loins are girded with truth.
I want to hear that
They're
again.
mad. Guess who's mad? They're mad. They're angry. Because they can't get fed whatever the devil was feeding them. That's, hey, I don't know what to tell you. If you're mad, you're mad. You know what I'm saying? You just better pray that you understand when God's word says, touch not my anointed, do my prophet no harm. When God said it's dangerous to mess with a child of God, you better recognize that. So like I said, I can't see them, but if they throwing these laugh emojis and all of that stuff, guess what? Those same ones that's laughing, watch what's going to happen to them tomorrow or the next day. You understand what I'm saying? And they don't even know.
I know what you're talking about. I know all about what you're talking about.
Next thing you know, oh man,
people be tripping.
Man,
I know about that
my
anointing.
car got towed. Well, they already broke. Half of them broke.
People don't be realizing karma happen in less than a week, bro. Your karma, I feel like the bad shit you do, your karma come back and like, yeah, it come back instantly, bro. You feel me? Like, it's like people be thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get that karma later. Like, you might get some other embedded karma about some shit that you done did. You feel me? Like, if you kill somebody, like, yeah, it might happen. Like, your ass might die from the same shit years later, or your kid, or you feel me? Or your girl, or whatever. I mean, honestly, I hate to say all that shit, but yeah, let's get back to this.
Man, dang, I just got arrested for something, or you never know. Family members dying. Stuff happens to people who do ignorant, evil things. They don't believe you, and then you're not believing in God,
crazy.
And then you're not staying prayed up. Hey,
you sound like somebody I know. You sound like somebody I know.
They're an open vessel for the enemy to do exactly what he needs to do with them. Go ahead, keep on. I want to, because you got to understand, the enemy had to always continue to go to God to ask to go do something to somebody. But see, God is powerful. But when his children are chosen, he gonna let them go through some things before he bless them openly in different kinds of ways. But whatever the case is, like I said, I can't see what they got going on. But I hide the word in my heart, because that's one thing he tried to do. He tried to take what I really believed in out of me. But see, God is so good. He's here. Greater is he that is in me than he who was in this world. So they acting up for no reason. And like I told you, I bet it's me. And like I said, more than likely he's on here too. Because that's why people tagging. He on here too. Because he's harassed me as well. But guess what? What you did to my child, look where you at now. And you didn't think. You thought you was going to continue to intimidate her. And that she was going to keep it to herself. The God is good.
What do you mean by that? If you explain to when you say intimidate her?
Oh, for those who don't know, you know, he loves to walk around the house with guns and be super aggressive towards children. Like if you go back to, there's a video that and I want y'all to know I love Kulu. You know what I'm saying? There's a video that he posted when he showing it just give you for those who have eyes and those who have ears, you can hear and you can see. So whatever the case is, he said to the little girl, she came up, he called her, he told her to come to the live. Excuse me. And she was like, he said, I'm not gonna get on you. She said, I thought you was. Oh, because guess what? He has already been grooming them in that house by being aggressive, by yelling, by carrying guns, more than likely in
You talking about when he kissed whoever the lady is?
Yeah. The little girl. It was a little girl, it wasn't a lady. Yeah, it was her. But
no, I'm saying whoever lady, the white, I think it's white child. When he kissed his white child. I think I know.
She didn't want that. She said, I thought you was. That's exactly how my kids were sounding too. They was intimidated too. And it took a lot of being aggressive, nasty, even more than likely, I don't know, I'm not in the household with them, physical abuse towards her. You know what I'm saying? I saw a couple of videos online recently that I guess they was having poly relationships going on. One of the girls said he was in there being domestic towards her as well. I've been through all of that. You know what I'm saying? But I know how he moved. Just like how y'all saw him cussing out the black woman in the store. He does that to kids too. The exact same way, the same energy to scare them.
There's a claim, and I don't know about it. So the claim is that there were other people that you brought these charges against?
Brought what charges against who?
There's a claim that somebody that you were saying, or you took other people to court saying the same thing. Is there truth to that?
I don't know nothing about that. I'm really not sure as to what they're talking about. I took somebody else to court for what?
I don't know what they're talking about either. The claim was something to the effect of similar charges.
No.
Somebody did something to your daughter.
No, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
I don't know nothing about that. And whoever is coming up with that, something is seriously wrong with you. Something is seriously wrong with you. Show me. I want to see it. Bring the document where it says I took somebody to court for a claim towards my child when it comes to child molestation. Show me that. I'm going to find $100,000 for you. And I don't got it. If I got to work, I'm going to have to give it to you every day. That's weird. And this is the reason why I'm like, I don't want to be on here with this energy and these people, because they're just actually mentally ill and brainwashed, and I cannot mentally, continuously be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody that's a part of that and that thinks like that, something is wrong. They all need mental help. Real bad. Real bad.
I see.
There's nothing wrong with getting mental help. It's okay. You can actually go get mental help somewhere.
Okay. She don't even be on the internet. Like, nobody knows how to bitch.
My thing is, we're going to get to the top of everything.
I'm saying,
no matter what it is, like, the truth has to come out. The truth about all things has to come out. I was taught the truth outlasts the lies. No matter what it is, no matter what the situation, the truth will prevail. The lie will die. And so,
the lie is dying.
From your understanding, from your position, you've witnessed a lot of abuse, even prior to your daughter coming to you. What do you think about this? I was just pulling up on my live earlier today, because there were a lot of Rashad Jamalites or Rashad Jamal's followers, and a lot of people might take "ite" to be a negative connotation, probably because of the energy behind it. But if you don't know, the suffix "ite" just means you follow this thing or you follow this person. So a lot of Rashad Jamalites were coming on And you know what I'm saying, they attempt to bash me and say all this other stuff. So I asked them, I said, do y'all agree that when it comes to men beefing with one another or people going to war, that children deserve to be killed? And the most of them could not just say no. And one of them said I was lying when I told them Rashad Jamal said he would kill kids. He would murder children. You understand? And they said, you're lying. I said, okay. I played the audio and the video of him saying, I'm killing kids and all. They said, you got all these bitch ass niggas coming on my live saying, oh, you say you killing kids? Yeah, I'm gonna kill the kids. You damn right I'm gonna kill kids. This is war. And then you had a situation where young Pharaoh was saying, yo, bro, you said you was gonna kill my kids. You told me you killed my kids. I don't want to talk. Drop the Addy. I'm coming to see about you. And then bro was like, no, you need to fight it. You got to fight that. Man, I want the old YP back. The reason why I'm bringing this up, it doesn't seem that people are aware that the same type of energy that he would have been telling YP to fight was the energy he was using to say he would murder innocent children just all for the sake of war. That means you have to have that thought process already there, right? That's why I had to point out to them what that would mean. If you can imagine that you would kill a child and you have beef with this individual, this grown being, but you would kill an innocent child, it is not far off that you could abuse a child in any way. Because that means murdering this child would mean abusing this child unto death. You understand what I'm explaining to you? So what do you think about that? And has he said any of these heinous off the wall things to or around you, similar or the same? As far as killing children, anything that was disturbing, has he said anything like that around you or to you? I might upset your audience real quick. If they want to know some more, they can definitely go and check out my book. Mm-hmm. Oh, they don't have to be upset. Everybody already knows. So y'all know how we do. The cash app. Go ahead. Go ahead. What was you saying? The cash app is pinned. All right. Everybody that's walking, go ahead and bless the sister. All right. Send something. Y'all already know how we do. Okay. Send something. This is all a part of it. Okay. The truth is coming out. This was not by accident. If you know how I move, you know I calculate literally everything. That's color of the outfit, time of the day, background, whatever. So help the sister, support the sister. All right. She did express to y'all what her child is going through. You got demons who will say negative things even knowing that this is what a child is going through. They don't care. They don't care. They don't have to, though, because we got enough of us who do. One thing we do is care. We may not know the truth about all things, but we do care. And a part of learning the truth is you have to care enough to get to the top of it. You have to care enough to do that. You know what I mean? So y'all definitely, everybody who walking, bless the sister with something, okay? Go ahead and do that when we get out of here, or you can do that now and come right back. And then, was there anything else? What else do we need to say? I'm with you. I'm here. I just want to say, you know, I hope and pray that more black men step up and be our strength. For a long time, black women have been carrying black men. When that black man was, you know, back in the slavery days, when we always went back for them. We always came back for them. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like there's so many hurt people on here. There's so many people who are going through so much. And a lot of them are men, and I just want to pray for our men. I want to pray for every single person on here that has been brainwashed. First of all, let me tell you from my heart, from my soul, I love you. I love you with the love of Christ. You might not believe in him, but I do. Okay? I want y'all to understand, I have Zah. I take care of Zah on a regular. I look at Zah's face. Y'all think I see Rashad?
I would never want to hurt my son. But I cannot allow somebody to do what he has done to my child. And I want y'all to understand that regardless if y'all laughing or y'all sending hate my way or whatever, it doesn't matter. Because I know God has a way of touching hearts. God has a way of changing minds. But let me tell you something, he's a forgiver. That's first and foremost. So I love y'all. And I pray and I ask God to continue to send his angels to give charge over me to keep me in all my ways. And we need more mothers to step up. If your child comes to you, don't be afraid to listen to your baby, because later on, those are the ones that's supposed to take care of you. And a lot of times you'll have messed up relationships with your kids when they get older and they don't want nothing to do with you, because guess what? Your boyfriend was more important. But while you was dealing with your boyfriend was dealing with your kids. You understand what I'm saying? And this has to be something that has to be more spread than hate. Like, we need to help our black men. We need to help our sisters that are being manipulated as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't know to say it, but it's probably about time for me to get off here. People are calling me. Yeah. I just wanted to say that, you know, I'm still going to pray for my heart is in the right place. So yeah, because my heart is in the right place, and I can't do nothing. I'm gonna ask you something. I'm gonna ask you something. I heard you speak on the Most High, and the Most High being a forgiver. Are you a forgiver? And has that been a challenge of yours? Like, have you had to sit with self? And I'm not even speaking about only not to marry whether or not there's levels of importance. I'm not speaking about only what people have heard about that was done. Things that you haven't spoken on, right? Have you sat with self and faced the challenge of having to forgive, Rashad? Man, have I? Have I? Man, I had asked God to forgive me and show me how to forgive him, because how do you forgive somebody that did that? Like, you came and tried to tear up my whole world. Not just my world. I can forgive what you did. But you try to tear up my kids too. And my baby, she's a type 1 diabetic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know she's sickly as well. And it doesn't matter if a kid is sickly or not. I just want to show you how more sick a person is. So, far as forgiveness, I'm gonna be honest, I'm trying. Some days I feel like I forgave, you know, like I try to forgive, but then when that anger and that hurt come back in, I'm feeling that same emotion. So I'm working on it. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that it's like a battle. You fighting, you know, and I don't have to fight this because victory is already won, but still, you still want people to know the truth. You still want them to know. You still want them to really know, but then you still got them ignorant people that they don't care. They just want to be that way. It doesn't matter. Oh, that's my nigga, no matter what. No, it does matter. Because what if your nigga did that to your child? You gonna want to put him in the grave like I wanted to. And I that's what I wanted. But my thing is, to be honest with you, I'm working on it every day. Yeah, I want to make sure you clear too. I'm not saying you are to forgive anybody. I'm just asking because I heard you speak on the Most High, and the Most Highs of our journeys. All of our journeys are different. You know what I mean? It's interesting because a lot of his followers have been raised to attack religious people. And just in the last 24 hours, he has quoted scripture.
He has misquoted scripture. He done brought up the Bible. He done all kind of stuff. And people don't understand. A lot of what people are speaking out come out of the Bible anyway. Even down to the elders, the 24 elders. All that's coming out of the Bible. The chosen people. All that's coming out of the Bible. You know what I mean? So there are a lot of things that people have been raised up to take on as their own, and it doesn't really belong to them. When you have something as strong as the faith of the Most High, when you can pray, all right? Some people might chant, some people might meditate, whatever it is, your spirituality, you're able to hold on to it. The more you become intertwined with it, it becomes one with you. That's why I asked it. So if the Most High is a forgiver, you will be challenged to forgive as you align with the Most High. The Most High is a creator. You will be challenged to create as you align with the Most High. You know what I mean? The Most High has laws and standards, statutes, commandments, morals. You will be challenged to stick to those laws, statutes, and commandments if you're aligning with the Most High. You know what I mean? And even with what you were saying earlier, the anointing and all of that. One thing I know, what you said to me, and I'm going to let them know, is bigger than me. You said it's bigger than me, meaning you were saying it was bigger than you before we got on here. A lot of it, we shutting down a few different things as far as, the government did this to him. Take out this mystery image of who Rashad Jamal's baby's mother is, Darshell or Shells. Take out this mystery image. Here she is right here. You know what I mean? This is not the government. This is a woman with a life, a brain. She thinks. She's not just your object that runs up under you and shares you, or she's a bitch that dropped in frequency. You know what I mean? And this is what people are not understanding. They want to blame everything on the government. And then they don't understand how dangerous this can be because, all right, that means each and every one of y'all who are following him, who taking on ideologies, right? You may not understand what you're opening yourselves up to, all right? You get involved in some of the same types of situations, and it makes it harder for the sisters to even be able to speak up when things happen. It makes it harder for the children to be able to speak up when things happen. And it's already hard in our community for children to be believed. It's already hard in our community for women to be believed. So if listen, you're not Rashad Jamal, okay? Rashad Jamal has his own thing he got to deal with. He knows why he's in there. You have to understand what I'm telling y'all. He knows why he's in there. You don't. Notice I'm not saying he did this, that, or the third, but let me tell you something about that dark chamber. All you got when the cell doors close is your brain, your mind, yourself. But when you come out there every day and you get on that phone, that ego can take back over because you get connected to that old world again. Every time you get to write a letter, that ego can take back over. Let me see that pen, you get to write it, and then you want to tap in and see if your followers still following you. You want to tap in. Make sure y'all stand strong. You don't want them to be strong because you don't want them to think for themselves. You don't want them to be strong. That's why you want to keep the real master away from them. You don't want them to be strong because then once they find the real master, that real master says, I am not the end all be all. Don't forget about the Most High. I'm not the Messiah. You get what I'm explaining to you? So it is very important for people to realize this. Rashad Jamal has this. If y'all believe anything that he said, right, one of the things that he would have been teaching about is the fact that everything in your life happens for a reason. Then he knows why he's in there. He can't put his genetic code, divine code, he can't put that on anybody else. He can't ask, why is Faise One not in jail? What makes you think I'll never go to jail? He can't say, I don't see Faise One under these attacks. What do you mean, these attacks? I'm not Rashad Jamal. What would be the point of us expressing as who and what we are if all of us were just supposed to walk in the same direction and suffer the same fate? You ever factor in that somebody got to make it through there without falling? Or do you speak falling on everybody just because you think you fail? It's the ego. The ego says, I got to stay in contact with everybody on the outside world. I got to make sure I'm always there. I got to be on these interviews over here. That's the ego part. What about, did you do right by the women? Did you respect my art? Or did you just use the word? How many women did you look them in their eyes and call them a bitch? You don't understand, they can put 100 days on your sentence. I'm not talking about the judge. I'm talking about the judge. They can put 100 days on your shit just for that. Did you ever abuse a child? Hit a child? Beat a child? Beat a woman? So my point of this is, he knows why he's there. The ego has to go through so many deaths before you can even get to where he's claiming to be. He ain't went through them deaths. And y'all are not Rashad Jamal. So do yourselves a favor, because I record all that. Stop attacking her.
Bad, cause
and for you, don't.
I don't think they should be whipping no child. Like, I use my little hits. I'm trying to be like, damn, that shit probably hurt.
Those of you who attacking the child, I don't even got no words for you. I think you need that lesson.
Yeah, it says such as these belong to the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, I think you need that lesson, because what's in you that will say, I'm a killer? I'm killing children and all. And y'all say, I'm a follower. And then somebody says, this person abused my child. You said it can't be. It's not possible. But we can pull up records of this person saying it is possible. Meaning if they just deem this state of war in their brain relevant to everybody else or relative to everybody else, them children is not off limits. They do whatever they want to do. They call themselves God.
Right.
So stop attacking the sister. The sisters came on to speak what she experienced, and y'all do yourself a favor and get up off of her. And also stop saying it's the government. She's not the government. She's a person.
Did you see, you saw the picture I sent you of the guy?
The nigga who was throwing up the gang signs and sending you death threats?
Yes. You
Yeah,
know,
I seen that.
it's like, why?
I seen that.
Why's it gotta be men trying to intimidate?
Well, these men, listen, they gravitated toward that because they were already abusers in their life.
Period. So okay, that's kindred spirits.
Yeah.
They're already I get it.
It's not that hard. Listen, it's not that hard. Anybody that will try to strip the free will of a woman away, that's an abuser.
Right.
Right? Anybody who has the ability to say that they will kill children, that is an abuser. Something is wrong in their brain. Because even when you get to the heights of being a black belt or a master mixed martial artist, you understand that, like they say, to whom much is given, much is required. Right? Great power, responsibility. People have heard it. The black belt ain't trying to beat up on everybody just because they don't reach this level. You don't have to abuse people. You understand? Why are you screaming at the women, calling them bitches? Because they're not listening to you. You don't scream at the water to get it to move. You don't scream at the water to get it to move. If you really God like that, the water gonna move anyway. It's gonna happen. You ain't gotta raise your voice to get it to happen. So all you have to do, let me tell you this. If somebody's speaking light, you have to be able to decipher and discern which light it is. You got the bad light and you got the good light. Biblically, it says the true light, which means there's a false light in this world. So you got this fabricated light, and then you got this actual light, this real light, this useful information. You have utility versus futility. Somebody's giving you bad light, it starts to integrate into your soul. It don't got to be spiritual. You raised up by pimps slapping women, you're subject or prone to be somebody who slaps women or objectifies women. In that same way, if you raised up to be a pushover and let women run all over you, you subject to be a pushover to let women run all over you. If you're raised up to be a charitable person, right? If you're raised up to be a helper or aid of people, by people who do that, then you're subject to do that yourself. My point is, if this is your teacher and this is how y'all acting, it shows that you got touched with bad light.
That's real. Good. That's real. Like I said,
Ain't it? I mean, I'm here. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, I just recall like my very first video that I made, and I was saying this is supposed to be a conscious people. This is supposed to be a positive people. Mm-hmm. Y'all literally went in, and this is the reason why they're saying cult, because y'all literally did exactly what he said go do. Attack me. Y'all went to go attack me, didn't care about whether it was right or wrong. See what I'm saying?
How do you know he said that? When you say that he said attack you, how do you know he said that?
Somebody showed me. I guess he was live. Somebody showed me a long time ago that he basically was saying, "Oh, my baby mama did this, and watch I go to her page," and that's what he did. He told him to come to my page, and I guess he felt by them coming and rushing my page, it was going to intimidate me and stop me from speaking my truth. Is a lioness going to let you touch their babies and get away with it? No, she's not. She's going to die for hers. She's gonna. A real mom knows you're gonna go crazy. It is what it is. You don't care about nothing. That's just it. So.
When your daughter came to you, were you and Rashad separated?
Yes.
How long have y'all been separated?
It was about 7 months.
Okay. And were y'all in communication or not in communication?
No, I have blocked him.
Do you feel like the environment, him not being in, do you feel like that may have aided in your daughter feeling comfortable to be able to come to you?
Yes, I do. Also, this is the reason why I know people have so many questions, and part of our therapy, like, y'all gotta go and read the book so y'all can get some more information.
How can people find the book?
You can go to, I'll post it. Post it in my story. I'll post the link and everything in my story, and you can go and check it out so y'all can get some more information. And that was my question in my heart too. I wanted to know, and I'm being honest, like, baby, why did you, because I talked to you. I know we've been through a lot, but I had to think, this man walking around the house with guns and he's yelling and he's doing all of this. She was scared. But when she did feel the time to come to me, she had her reason and why she did it and why she did it at that time to come to me and tell me, hey, this is what this person did. And when you will go to the barbecue grill, in order for me to get outside and even go play, I had to do this act in order to go and be a kid. You know what I'm saying? So she came to me when she felt like it. You know what I'm saying? That's, all I want to talk about on that. You know what I mean? People just, they don't believe it. That's fine. I still did what I needed to do for her, and I want her to continue to heal, and I want her to understand that she's allowed to live. People need to understand when kids go through stuff like this, they have suicidal thoughts. They think that certain things are their fault, and I let her know this is not your fault. And what that person did, they did that. And the enemy is trying to attack you to make you feel like you don't want to be here no more. No, you're going to be okay. This is going to heal, because guess what? You don't have a parent that swept it under the rug.
And this is something that she's expressing to you. And forgive me if I'm overstepping. Again, I express to you, I'm learning the boundaries. You know what I mean? I don't know all of them. Is this something that she's expressing to you that a part of the reason why she's having these thoughts of not wanting to be here anymore is because of these events that took place? Is she expressing that to you, or are you putting it together?
She's expressing this in me. And she's telling me that, you know, depression kicks in. Y'all gotta understand, she got a brain.
Yeah,
She
his
has
kid's smart as
memories.
hell.
She's not 11 anymore. She's like
Nah,
14,
when my
15.
daughter was
She's
like
14
4,
now. And she
she
told me, she said, Mommy, one thing, you know, I would want you to
told her
tell
she was
them,
depressed.
she wished she could show y'all her
I'm
memories.
so depressed.
She said, Mom, if they can only see my memories, I wish they could see them.
So she's aware of what people are out here saying. Well, obviously she's online and things like that. She sees it. You know, she sees it. That's what I was going to ask you. How does she see, and how does she see what people are saying about not just her, about you and Rashad Jamal? And can you give me an example, or give us an example of what are those talks like when y'all have to speak about what's happening in the internet world regarding that? What do you mean exactly? I'm sorry. Okay, I know. That was a loaded question. What are those talks like when y'all have to speak about what people are saying on the internet? You mean the talks between me and her? Or? Yeah, you're right. Yeah. What are those talks like between yourself and your daughter when it comes to what people are saying on the internet about y'all? I mean, they're like, because we know the truth. So she would just, you know, she'll come to me and she'll say, hey, I've seen this or whatever like that. And she said, Mom, I'll just block it. But sometimes she wants to, you know, I mean, she gets to that point. Some days she want to respond, but she's so smart. She's intelligent. So she like, you know, she'll come to me and we'll communicate about it. And, you know, I'll just give her that reassurance like, hey, and this is the reason why Mommy fought hard like she did to get you justice. You know what I'm saying? So she just sees, she's like, these people are really mentally messed up. That's how we look at it. Like, we can't believe, like, they're really, in that they really believe this. You know what I'm saying? So, right. Our conversations is just like, she sees it, and when she see it and she want to bring it to my attention, like she actually found another little girl online. She said, Mommy, look, there's another little girl. And she brought it to my attention, and she was like in tears with it. Like, if you go to my YouTube, the guy and his daughter is there, and the little girl came up, and the guy asked, he was like, you know, he said, Mari, who was this? She said, that's the man that hurt me. And right now, she's like 9. She's like 8 or 9 years old. And that happened to her before then. This happened to her, I guess, around the time he was doing, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But to me, as far as if I'm looking at her, it happened around the time he was doing his little meet and greets and all of that stuff, because her mother was a part of that cult. One of the elders' cults or something they were meeting up with. Anyways, but it's on my YouTube. But she came to me and she said, Mom, there's another little girl. She was in tears. And when I seen it, I was like, wow. And I told you the guy, he literally was looking for him to try to bring up charges. And he said the dude was in jail. And then he said when he saw what the guy was in jail for, you know what I'm saying? This is not my words. Right. This is really there. This is really. What's the YouTube channel? It's Darshell Music. Okay. Let me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yep. I'm going to send a video to you. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's why I know I'm not gonna be in your atmosphere much longer. You won't have to worry about it. Like I said, we ain't gonna be. Y'all make my stomach hurt. The type of beings y'all are is dirty. Give me 1 second. Y'all sick, bro. Y'all make my stomach hurt. I'm not gonna be over here too much longer, and y'all. Whatever this realm is, it's like I get to see, like, ugh. Like, I don't even know what type of beings is waiting on y'all? But y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble. And I done seen the different type of beings that's waiting on people. Y'all in trouble, boy. Cause something in your heart is black. It's like soot. And it's gooky, and it's sitting there, y'all dripping on the inside. Like y'all body, the inside of y'all body is composed of black goo. And it's a lot of y'all. And it's like, y'all like, that's, y'all think y'all walking around like speaking normally. But when y'all walking through, I can see y'all. That's the sound y'all making. When y'all pick y'all hand up, shit dripping off of it. And I see y'all walking past some beings, and they staring y'all down, and y'all got y'all head down. You scared to look up.
They did end up,
you scared to
giving
look
her
up.
props, but nah, they filed in the comments.
And I don't want nothing to do with whatever they got for y'all, cause it's ooky, and there's so many people that's like that on this planet, in this realm right now. Everybody looks sick. They look gooey and cookie.
That must be the slang.
The way that y'all speak when it come to children is like, oh, I know why she finna get rid of y'all. I know why it's about to happen. Oh, I can feel that shit, like, bro. Oh.
Now we know what he got locked up for.
That shit crazy.
Got justice for her daughter.
There's some beings that like, okay, there's this movie. I can't remember what this TV series. I can't remember what it's called. But they got these big ass, buff ass black beings that like come and beat people to death and send them, like take them to hell. It's interesting that they made a series about that, because I've experienced that. I've seen these beings, and they're very violent, and they like to punch. Let me tell y'all how y'all know it's real. Y'all ever been asleep and you felt a slap and you woke up? Show of emojis. How many people been slept? How many people ever been resting and you felt a slap and you woke up, but when nobody in your room, nobody ain't even in your house? How many people?
I think I'm claustrophobic though. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was. Like, I don't know.
Before. How many people? Oh, hold on, let me see. The sister's trying to come back home. How many people done woke up?
They just
and you couldn't move.
Y'all right now.
You felt something sitting on you.
Fans, obviously. Because
or you felt something grabbing you. No, I'm just letting you know. These like beings, I don't know who put them here. Why they here? But it's so clear now. Like, you can literally detect them. And they waiting on people. It's like they hungry, like dogs. Y'all niggas need to get y'all soul right. Y'all aura together. You know what's so crazy? I'm gonna show you what's so crazy, because you don't know. Okay, I see you. I was looking for you. I'm gonna show you what's so crazy.
They say, bro, we ain't had none of that. You all.
What that say over there? What did that say right there? Aura. Right after I said that, something, I look up and the tissue was like, that's right.
Yeah. Hey. I felt that feeling before that you were saying, where it felt like something hold you down, or you can't move. Yeah, I forget what that's called.
But they call it sleep paralysis.
Man, I fainted in my sleep one time. That's the worst feeling. Because I could not.
A couple things. One being a warning.
The fuck up, like,
right, a reminder that is a warning. So
that shit is scary.
I don't want to get too deep into it because we still here for what we're here for.
I thought
right?
I had died.
I think
Like
that
on
what
my
happened,
soul,
especially
like
with the conscious community, is
bro, I thought I was
they
out of
made
here.
themselves
Like
God,
I could not, bro.
but they don't have the awareness that God has, which means that they willingly subscribe to a fallacy. They accepted deception. Because if I'm God and I'm all knowing and I'm source and I'm all of this, then why don't I have the access to the information that
I'm
source
a truther,
does?
so
Why don't I have the access to the know-how,
I
the
could feel that she
recollection
was
of
telling
being
the truth. She
that
was
the source
emotional the
has?
whole time talking about
Which
this
is why
shit.
we were informed, don't forget about God.
That's all I
Leave
need to hear.
room for
Like,
God.
niggas don't believe the shit.
Don't forget, they look, people don't want to say angels anymore. They start naming elders. Or it becomes extraterrestrials.
Your kid
So it's
come
all
up to you and
the
tell
same
you
thing.
some
My
shit
point to
like
you is,
that.
because I know
Yeah,
it can be
like,
draining,
and people don't.
especially when you start speaking on these things that have
Mad
been,
the police don't
the
believe
science has
that.
been
Yeah,
infiltrated
you
so much to
official
even
type
speak
shit.
on it is triggering. You can trigger
That's
somebody
crazy.
by talking
You
about this
got
stuff
that many
because of how many
followers.
demons have grabbed the
It ain't but
information
200 people in there.
and they perverted it.
But
So
they
I
going
actually can
crazy in the
feel you
comments. Like,
moving into like this is kind of draining. So I'm with you. What do you want to say? You got the last word.
Oh,
she
I
said
mean,
everything she needed to
I
say.
did what I needed to do, so I'm in the process. Like I told him, like I'm on the process, the road to healing my child. That's it, and breaking every curse and chain that the enemy tried to place on my family. So I just appreciate you reaching out to me and you want to try to, shed some light on the situation. I really appreciate that. I hope some people woke up, and for the ones that don't, God got that. So,
You would have thought
God
that
has the
more
last word.
people
yeah, so I really
would have
appreciate all
changed their
the
mind
good
on this
energy,
nigga
the
in the
good
comments.
vibes,
But that
those
ain't
who
happening. They
have
still
common sense.
on this
I
nigga dick
appreciate
in the
you.
comments. That's crazy.
That's it.
I don't
Well, I
like that.
thank you again. Everybody who can see right now, make sure y'all follow the sister.
I'm like,
Those of you
I
especially
guess
who want
that's
to look
why
into
he
the
went
book
out
to get
from
your
that
questions
room.
answered with this type of stuff. I handle my life this way, not just this situation. I was raised up in right knowledge. We have to go out and find answers, and I can't be speaking on no situation without knowing what's going on.
Right.
So it's very hard for you to make a central decision as to what the situation is without having both sides, without having multiple angles to look at to see, which is why I might ask this question or might ask that question to see how you'll respond. You get what I'm saying? I'm not won over by just somebody talking to me. I don't care who they are. However, I am paying attention, and I hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you, and I can hear your daughter through you.
Yeah, you can feel her
The
pain.
fact that you
When she
birthed
said,
her,
like,
you've been around her, the things that
everything
she
just
said,
like was
and how
like
you
a
felt, it
lie
comes
to
through.
take the test. Like,
And
you
what
could
people are
feel
looking
that
for
she
as a
was telling the
reaction,
truth.
that's TV. You understand? The reaction is different for each individual being. So I want you to know I heard you. I know a lot of people on here heard you. And people can make their own decision on how they want to move forward. But the point of this
Even if
is
I didn't
stop the
believe her,
spiritualization
I
of
wouldn't say
Darshell.
that shit. You
Stop
feel me? That's what type of shit I
ghostifying
come
her
from.
like she's some elite puppet.
I wouldn't make her feel no
Right.
type
All
of
right?
way.
Because
You feel
even
me?
if you want to say that,
Cause
Rashad
I done
Jamal will
heard
have to take
people's
full
story and it just
responsibility
don't really
for
add
being
up.
called divine insight, having
But
access to
that ain't my
etheric
place to
information
be like,
beyond
no,
what
that
you can
bitch
fathom
lying.
as a human being.
The fuck?
Yet he
Like,
couldn't see that
that
this
shit
was an
weird.
agent.
And y'all gotta understand, I had to call the police on the police. I don't mess with the police.
Other
I've been
than Michael
arrested
Jackson,
before. I've
Michael
been through a
Jackson
lot. I
ain't
do
do that
not
shit
mess
on my
with the
soul like
police.
that. Michael.
I'm still a black woman. I was harassed by the police several times. I'm just saying, if I got coverage by the government, they won't fuck with me. I'm constantly harassed. And these are facts. I had to call the police on the police last week. Like, why did he just come from this lane to that lane? Y'all need to stop fucking with us. Like, I am against certain things as well. You know what I mean? And wholeheartedly. You know what I mean? So, and hey, you One thing I think you've already recognized and you feel and you guys know, when somebody wants to be ignorant, they're going to continue to be that way until something happens in their life. And
To make them change.
see, some
Yeah.
people, what they say, experience is the best teacher. Sometimes people need to go through certain things in order for them to wake up. It could be them losing their life. It could be them losing a limb. It could be them going to jail. It could be so many other things, something, you know, anything. It could be just a parent with common sense talking to them. But I think a lot of these people, especially some of these men, obviously they don't have good relationships with their mother. Because they're not protectors of women.
There you go.
And they're not protectors of children.
There you go.
So they could care less. So, I don't know. But that energy, I can't take it in, you know. I can't take it in. But like I said, I appreciate your platform. You keep doing what you're doing, and I know that God sent you my way. I know. God is good God.
I told you. Ain't no accidents. It's all in the plan. You already know that though.
I was at work today. And I had a moment, and I was speaking to a couple of my coworkers, and I told them, look, I need some time. I had a moment. She said, sit at this table. If you gotta cry, cry. If you gotta do any of that, just do it and let it out. Because I was telling her, you know, telling about my baby, you know, how she's feeling. You know, I'm not going over her whole situation. I'm just going over what she was talking about mentally and not being here or whatever like that. I said, that's bothering me. And I want to do everything I can positive to lift her up. And, you know, just to have one of them tell me, said, you know, around here, we believe in the Lord. So all this energy up in here, you're in the right space and right place right now for, you know, just that, you know, God is good.
I wanna apologize to you. Now that I understand from just being in the talk that we're having now and the atmosphere that just happened within the past 2 minutes. I want to apologize to you for not turning off the comments from the beginning. When we first came on here, if I were to do this again, I would have turned off the comments because the whole point of this was to be able to hear you.
Right.
Not for me to be able to see what other people are saying and bring it up.
The comments, but that's what everybody.
It was about hearing you. So I do want to extend a full, genuine apology for not already having the comments off, so that only what you're saying can be, because we done heard all of the demons speak in so many different scenarios on so many different things. And when we want it to be that the truth is able to actually be spoken, we're responsible for making sure that mission is accomplished.
Yeah, because she had
so
to cast that demon.
Apologize to you for that. I see the difference. I feel the difference.
It got
you know what I
real
mean? When you close the gates, that's why you were able to see it. It hit me hard when you said that, because I know that was the Most High speaking. When you were like, they froze your screen, so you weren't able to see what these 6 ether beings or these demonic individuals were expressing. So I apologize for that. I see where that was an error on my part. Even though we still were able to pull what we needed to pull, I apologize for not turning those comments off.
You probably wasn't thinking, but you know, like I said, God, everything froze. Everything completely froze. And I didn't see anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. You know, you have to understand, I've been harassed by these people for over 3 years. Yeah. And it's on my TikTok. It's everywhere. They'll find a way to reach out to me just because it makes them feel good. It makes them feel good. For some reason, it makes them feel good to harass me, attack me, call me out my name, and free to God, free Rashad Jamal. No. Won't be no teleporting. Won't be no freeing of that. Because he did what he did. He know what he did. So But like
That
I said,
nigga is
it is what
cooked,
it is, and
chopped,
you keep doing
and
what you're
screwed.
doing.
It's over with.
You as well.
Okay,
Stupid ass
guys, you
nigga.
have a blessed
I
night, and I really
believe it.
appreciate those who
I
were
ain't,
on good
follow that nigga
vibes, and
anyway.
thank you guys for the cash app. My baby
I
is
thought he
gonna
was
receive
cool. I
that, and
thought
I
he was
think
Hey, look,
intelligent and shit.
I
I
will
thought he
turn
was
that
on
on
point
one
and
more time
shit.
though,
But
just to give
when
everybody
you
that
hear shit
push.
like this,
You know
all
what I
that
mean?
shit
So
go out
y'all
the
who see
window.
that Cash App, go ahead, hit the sister's Cash App. All right, y'all know what we
All
do.
them
Y'all
spiritual
know why
leaders
we do what we do.
done got
All right,
disposed
everybody
to
hit
this
the
type of
Cash App,
shit.
send some love, and
Not
let's keep
all of them,
listening
but
for that
like,
voice, because it's speaking.
yeah, like,
Just keep your ears open. You know what I mean. Thank
I
you, Shells. I love you.
oh, they so sweet.
Hey,
They so sweet.
my mama said stay strong. That's my mama.
I
Oh,
don't think Young
tell her
Pharaoh ever
I
got.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Young Pharaoh was abusive though, but
What you just came
I don't
down and
think
yell
he
and
ever
then
got
go back
abused with
upstairs?
this.
Okay.
Tell your mom I appreciate that.
She said
That's a
she
beautiful
appreciate
woman.
that.
I
She
do.
going upstairs. My mama is different.
Hey, she got her point across, and that was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And tell her I appreciate that. My mom been gone since I was 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then my dad, he passed away 14 years later, so I didn't have that like how I was supposed to have it. So it was a blessing to have your mother, and that's awesome. And I'm glad she raised an amazing son. Okay?
Yeah, cause he gave a good
She
fucking
see what she
image.
got downstairs.
She did a thing.
Go ahead, Mom. But
Like
I
I was so
appreciate
proud
y'all.
of
Look,
him.
come
I
check
was
out
like,
my book.
dang,
And I'm
bro.
sorry
And
that my book
he
is
speaks on like
about something
what's the word?
that happened in
Intellectual.
my life, but
Like
I want y'all to understand it's my testimony
you
now,
don't
and I'm
hear a lot
giving
of
it
people
away.
speaking
I'm
like
giving
you
my
feel me. They got
testimony
some
away
sense these
to
days. Like
someone
he
else
really
right
took
now
his
that's going through
time
this
and
and
talked
nobody's
to it.
believing them.
Like
Or to that child that may be somewhere lurking on the internet and they got somebody's phone. It's okay to go and let
he had
somebody
ass
know. And
crying
if
in
your
this
mom
bitch.
don't
Like
believe you, go to
then she
somebody
started
else.
reading the
If
comments.
nobody believes you, I believe you. You got my page. Come holler at me. We gonna make it happen. Okay? And for all the other ones that's just ignorant, let them be who they are, because guess what? God sees and God knows all. Okay?
You right about it.
Nice.
Amen. I love you. Peace.
Love y'all back. Appreciate you.
All love. There we go.
That was decent, y'all. Like I said all my commentary while I was watching it, so y'all still gonna be like stay lit, literally, and watch some other shit, chill. You know. Appreciate you for watching.